Are we filming yet? All right. Hey, girl. Filet mignon, black pepper sauce, maybe some caramelized shallots, and a bottle of Groth Reserve. And you know where the evening's going to go. Well, I'll go to sleep, but my tummy will be full. I will be satiated with one of the greatest Cabernet Sauvignons from the outstanding 2021 vintage. You can have this moment with me at a very special price, which I won't be able to reveal to you. But let's get into the wine. That's right, girl. We're opening this bottle right in front of you. Not pretending. No games. Real, high-end, genuine, delicious Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon. For you. That's right. Corks are popping.
Look at that cork.
Look at that cork. It's been that kind of day here. But seriously, folks, Dennis Groth, he was a smarty. Bought himself a beautiful patch of land in this place called the Napa Valley in 1981. He didn't use that. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, what the hell? Plant some grapes. That's what you do in the Napa Valley. Make a wine. So think about that, dude. He bought the property in 81. Maybe it was already planted. Or did he, But fact of the matter is, this cat bought the property in 81, and his 1985 vintage received the first 100-point score for a Cabernet from Robert Parker. How the hell do you do that? Especially back then. Nowadays, 100-point wines, you can gather on the street corner. Hey, say you're a 100-point wine. You can find 100-point wines everywhere now. Back then, this was it. The man, the game, Nils Vange, Oakville Vineyards. And what it did is it brought attention to Oakville, this place called Oakville, which at the time, a lot of the big boys had vineyards here and there. And, Tokelon, of course, over on the west side of Oakville was a legendary spot. And Silver Oak made a Napa Cabernet, and their vineyards were right very close by Groth's vineyards. And, but other than that, Oakville wasn't necessarily like the place. You know what I mean? And Dennis Groth and Nils Vange made it the place. From there, Screaming Eagle, Tench, Dalavali, blah, 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 Tokelon, Schrader, Thomas Rivers, blah, blah. But it started here. This was the ground zero. And it's still the same property. And it's making the best Cabernet it's ever made. How dope is this? So, what makes their little area of Oakville special? Should I say it? Chert! No, I'm not having a mental breakdown on camera. It really is chert. C-H-E-R-T, a sedimentary rock composed of mostly quartz, which gives this wine its unique, distinctive, super delicious flavor profile. The center of Oakville, let's talk about Oakville a little bit. Oakville, to me, is kind of like three spots, right? You got Oakville East Side, right, where Dalavali's at, on the other side of the Silverado Trail. Makes these big wines from these hillside vineyards, raw, pointy teeth, cult wine. You got Oakville West Side, right? That's your Tokelon, your Harlan, all that neck of the woods. Also big, bold, brash wines, maybe with a slightly warmer feel even than the East Side wines, to me anyway. And then you got Oakville Center, your old school, your classics, the Gamble family, Groth, Silver Oak, Gargiulo. You got Skriegel, Oakville Center. And all these wines are geared towards less bombast. They're not as, look at me. They're complex, they're engaging, they're classic in their Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon disposition, like 1980s, 1990s classic. Groth was already making the wine that should be made from these vineyards back when no one was really thinking about how to make wines from these vineyards. And that kind of goes back to the vineyard. This wine is not over the top. It is not ostentatious. It's 14.5 alcohol, which is low by Napa standards nowadays. Packed with elegance. 98% Cabernet Sauvignon, 2% Merlot, 100% New French Oak, 22 months, followed by 14 months bottle aging after, 3 years on the market before it gets released. Look at that color, man. That is like crimson, beautiful, but not forced, not pushed. Director of Wine Growing Ted Henry makes really beautiful fruit in this vineyard. This vineyard is producing the best fruit it's ever produced. So much polish, so much refinement, without an inch of weight. That makes absolutely no sense at all. An ounce of weight.
A gram.
A gram of weight. Okay, Mr. Britain, England metric guy. Point is, ethereal, yet powerful, complex, long. The dead center Oakville Cabernets, this is as good as it gets. Beautiful wine, so measured in its delivery of cassis fruit, red fading to blackberry. The oak is 100% new, but perfectly integrated. You can't feel it, not a stitch of it. Is it the chert? They say it's the chert. Who am I to argue? Regardless, a really beautiful Groth Reserve Cabernet, and seriously, I've been tasting these off and on since, actually the first Groth Reserve Cabernet I had in release was the 88, which was a crap year. Then the 89 Groth Reserve came out, that was a crap year. Then the 90 Groth Reserve and 91 Groth Reserve came out, I was like, ooh, okay, so that's Groth Reserve, okay, great. And I've had almost all of them since then. And I can tell you, unequivocally, this is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Groth Cabernet Reserve I've had. Okay, moving on. Now, the best part of this. You know, Napa, it's a little tougher to sell wine in Napa nowadays, huh? Getting a little tougher. Getting a little dicier up there. And it's not that they aren't delivering great wine. Look at the size of this cork. It's not that they're delivering great wine. There's a lot of great wine up there now. And it's not cheap. But what if we made it cheaper for you? What if we made it more compelling for you to purchase? Now, you know, I'm going to be saucy and not even say the super groovy price of this wine on this video today. You're going to have to go to the link. You're going to have to click and shoot to find out what we're selling this for today. But I promise you it is a substantial haircut off the winery's $190 retail price. How substantial? You're going to have to click and see. Let me just tell you this. If you don't buy this wine, it's obvious you got chert in your head. Yeah, I'm going to drink all this myself. Cheers.